Hello everyone and welcome back to another Disney Dreamlight Valley video. In this video we are going to be taking a look at how to get Aurora, the brand new character in the Storybook Vale Part 2. Woo! Look at her. She's bringing the fashion, lads. Now, quick disclosure. I did encounter a game crashing bug at the very start of this quest. So a tiny bit or a tiny snippet, ba-dum-bumch, of the start has been cut out and lost to time. Very symbolic of the quest at hand. Apologies lads, I will try and run through it to the best of my memory. It only happened 10 minutes ago, but I did lose the footage. But basically, you're going to go to the Lorekeeper, and in order to gain passage to the tapestry behind it, you're going to need to collect a piece of fabric from Merida, Flynn, Hades and Maleficent. Very easy, just go talk to them. Then you're just going to have to collect a few resources to make the outfit that I am wearing. You're going to go and talk to the fairies, and they're going to give you each a challenge. Now, the only challenge that I missed recording is this one, the first one. And it's a very easy one. All you have to do is just rearrange the furniture. Can't go into furniture mode now because the quest is done. Put the knight there. Find his arm in that room to the side. Find the flame. Put the flame on the dragon. Rearrange them and you'll be able to pick up the shield that is up on the podium. That's all that we've missed out on. Really sorry to have done that. I would replay it if I were able to. So developers, think of your content creators and think of some sort of a replay option. So yeah, you're going to be going, this is the place where you go to talk to the fairies first. They're going to give you your mission and then you go and tackle them there. Now, we have the first one done. So we're going to go on to the ink-stained world. This is going to be the next challenge. I'm going to take some food so we can sprint. Not a fan of these inkies, or whatever you call them, in the way. Just annoying at this stage. And serve no purpose. So, the Trial of Truth. So we have to talk to the fairy. So Fauna is going to give us a little lowdown on the quest at hand. So Merryweather wanted us to slay the dragon, and Fauna, rightfully so, wants us to protect animals. So this is quite a nifty puzzle. It took me a little bit of a time to figure it out, such as the lack of brain power I have. But basically you have to protect the critters, and to do that you have to cage the bird of prey. So putting the cage around the bird, like so. And then this took me a while to figure out because I didn't know what that item was, but basically you have to put Minnie Mouse ears or Mickey Mouse ears on the lion to make him friendly. That then reveals a Pegasus and a rabbit. And you just have to cook them 2 meals. So they'll give you instructions on what to cook and what not to cook. These are brand new recipes unique to this quest, so you can't just go in and straight away. And the ingredients are on the table. But basically, this is what you need to put in. So, for the rabbit, enchanted lettuce, carrot and cucumber, along with the tomato, and boom, you've got your carrot salad. Couldn't be easier. And then for Pegasus, again, ingredients are found on the table. All you need to do is put in your barley, put a carrot, and some wheat. And there you go, you have lovely looking barley salad. Then all you have to do, lads, is go up on the stage. And so more ink to get rid of. And even more ink to get rid of. But we got money. Payment. Give to the Pegasus the barley salad. And then give the carrot salad to the rabbit. Here you go, bunny. Happy chittering noise. And then you can take the Sword of Truth. So we have the shield, we have the sword. Happy days. Then we just have to go to the third and final chamber. Well, first of all, talk to Fauna, because you have to give the item to the fairy for some reason for safekeeping. They're just going to give it back to you towards the end. Such is life. So that's the Trial of Truth. And then the final chamber is just underneath where we came in. So over here on the left. And again, more ink to spray away. Take the money while we can. No chest in there. Usually there's like a chest that they kind of force you to unlock. And then this one, again, more shadow play, the Trial of Song. This is basically moving the instruments and the dancers in a certain way just to recreate the scene that the game wants you. We're going to admit to Flora that we can't carry a tune in a wheelbarrow. Honesty is the best policy. So yes. What you're going to have to do is you're going to have to... Well, we'll go down and we'll have a look at the scene. But furniture mode is where we go to move the shadows. Now, the instructions on either side will tell you the idea behind where to place everything. You can't go up on the stage. Sad times. So go on at the very top, and this is where you get to move the dancers. So we move her over one. And we move him over one. There we go. Dancers in place. Let's go down and move the furniture. So you have piano, cello, harp and lute. I'm just going to show you the solution, lads. We're all busy people. So go to furniture mode. And basically you're going to want to put the piano towards the very left. Harp somewhere in the middle, I suppose. Cello there. So it goes piano, dancer, cello, harp, dancer, lute. And then pick up the cap of song. That easy. Bit confusing instructions, but listen, we got there in the end. Bring the cap of song to Flora. Lovely stained glass windows. I hope they're part of furniture mode in the valley soon. There we go. We're capable singers, lads. But yes, Trial of Song complete. Then you just have to hightail it back to where we met the fairies at the very start. Which is... I'm getting confused and lost here. Ah yes, where the stained glass, where the three of them are united. They're going to give you then... the items back after, I suppose, enchanting them maybe or something. Maybe there's some reason why the shield, the sword and the cap had to be given away, only to be received again. You have to put them on. So go to your wardrobe. Put on the cap and the sword, or the shield. Looks pretty cool. We don't really have the sword equipped, but sure look. Go up an endless staircase. Hopefully you have some food to speed yourself up. And then, lads, this isn't the end of the quest, but she arrives and explodes in paint. It's a cool kind of effect. So yeah, I suppose the ink thing kind of makes sense that we freed her up of being erased or being forgotten or being disordered. So, Princess Aurora. Now, look, this is a bit gaggy, and I love this. The plot twist. It's the Lorekeeper who's been keeping her away all from the very beginning. So, in the Maleficent quest, we kind of did suspect that the Lorekeeper was the villain, and, well, lo and behold, boom, they are. Love it.
Truly?
A unique villain into the valley. Oh no, she's here, she's coming. And again, random cutscene. Thundering up the stairs. It's really cool. So yes, the book is the villain. Get your scissors out, lads. So she can't abide by the chaos, and of course our presence in Dreamlight Valley and the Storybook Vale is quite chaotic, to say the least. So I suppose that's why she's both against us and against heroes and villains mixing and mingling in common territory. Oh, like, surely to God we overpower her. We could just like snap our fingers and she disappears, but listen, we'll entertain the power struggle. So yeah, we're gonna have to try and navigate around the villain that controls the place that we're in. Never make a librarian mad, it would seem. So what about the never after? There is no never after. Dun dun dun. Okay, that is new information to digest. Scattered great tales from my pages to keep you busy. So we were being lured to make Hades and Maleficent leave, I think, obviously for like Dreamlight Valley or something. But Aurora was too stubborn, so she had to send her away. Good thing for the old aunties. Never underestimate the power of an auntie. It's time to grow up. How dare she say such a thing? This is a proper standoff. So now the Lorekeeper is transporting us to get erased. Dun dun dun. This is taking a very dark turn all of a sudden. Talk to Aurora. We have to fill her in. Imminent death awaits us, Aurora. No, we just have to chase the Lorekeeper, I suppose, and slowly but surely she'll come to her senses. Or maybe not. Maybe this is game over.
That's impossible.
But, yeah, we'll jump through. And then, yeah, we're going to be going through a series of these kind of, like, forgotten areas. A really cool decor, like, even the way the tiles and stuff are and the furniture's arranged, it's really cool. But yes, it's too late. We're too late to stop this. I'm just going to be very cheeky in my responses because I never really indulge in that kind of villainry replies. But the Lorekeeper, we've been on to them for quite some time, so they deserve the grief. So yeah, the writing has gotten an awful lot better, I think, in these quests, because even going through it, it's kind of emotional, it kind of packs a bit of a punch. But yeah, this is quite easy enough, lads. You're just cycling through a bit of the story. It'd be some crack if the Lorekeeper became a villager and was walking around, because they've seemed to kind of developed the animations. So yeah, each time you talk to the Lorekeeper, they're going to disappear into snippets. Get your net, and boom. We're just gonna smash the birdies like tennis or badminton. Or paddle or pickleball, take your racket sport of choice. Yeah, so they're not our typical snippets, they're unique ones to the Lorekeeper. So she's, I keep saying she, I'm gonna assume it's a girl. Girl book is dropping loads of snippets around, so hopefully this will restore and help her come to her senses. Again, cool environment, lots of different fairy tales kind of like thrown around the place. It's really cool. See Cinderella, Toy Story, lots of different influences, Monsters Inc. And a random piano, because why not? Oswald, maybe. Yes, there's wisdom in all this. It's getting there. So we have the frogs, which are a bit fast moving, so stay with it. And we move on. We only have to catch like 2 or 3. On to the next one, some sort of camping scene. It's giving me Fox and the Hound. Ends of existence. Okay, we're getting into some serious philosophy here. Get your coffee ready. I love how you can admit that you're not really that good at art and music and singing, but it's the trying and taking part that counts. You don't have to be talented to be creative. Anyone can create. I'm testament to that, lads. We've left them confused. And then we just have to catch these demon snippets. Very pride colour focused. The LGBTQI plus community snippets. Yeah, I don't like the demon ones because they just keep disappearing and darting all over the map. But yeah, you just have to stay with them and get caught in the environment. You teleport a good few times, but there's only 2 of them that you have to catch, which isn't that bad, I suppose. This guy is just constantly staying there in one place. With that, we just go into the next one. And lovely cherry blossom there. Have to get down there somehow. Could use the stairs, could be a good idea. Ran out of food. Darn. Snowman on a throne. Very Game of Thrones-esque. Talk to the Lorekeeper. We found her again. And again, we're reasoning with her for a change. So yeah, it turns out that when the Forgotten did strike the Vale, she got scared and kind of done preemptive measures to try and restore order or keep order. But before the Forgotten, like, villains and heroes would have been mixing around too, so not too sure. Anyway, this is going to be Tales to Reorder, so I'm going to speed this up, lads. Because it's really easy to do. They've got like lots of border pieces, so it's actually grand. Shouldn't take you too long. They obviously wanted you to just zip through this. Nice wee picture. Beast and Mulan, Olaf and Mickey make the cut, along with the original OG Vale inhabitants, which are Flynn, Merida, Hades, and Maleficent. No Aurora in it. There's the Lorekeeper. Oh, and Merlin. Sorry, I forgot Merlin. The original OG Merlin. There we go. So we've got Baby Aurora's bassinet as an item for some random reason. No spaces in between those words. So yes, and then this is the kind of the finale of talking to the Lorekeeper, where she admits where she went wrong. But you get a nice kind of cutscene where she changes the tapestry behind her to something I suppose more positive, to the image that you're just after making. So a little bit nicer than the kind of torn up castle. It's really cool. Ah. Overall, a great expansion, I think. Really nice. And there we go, lads. That's the Storybook Vale. Finito. They're going to roll the credits. Yeah, okay. Well, sorry to anyone who helped make the game. I'm going to skip that. Oh. Cutscene. Wanted dead or alive. Flynn Rider Thief. Oh, his horse! Maximus. So I don't know whether that's going to be like a new character, new mounts, or not as juicy a finale as the Rift of Time with Jafar. But sure, look. Now, the final part of this whole scenario is place Aurora's house in the Storybook Vale. So I'm just going to plop it down near where mine and Merida's house is. Doesn't look too big, so we can kind of sneak it in there. We're going to eat food so that we can sprint. And zip through. Now, I haven't got a clue what this looks like, so your guess is going to be as good as mine, but you'll need 5,000 star coins. And way, this is like the first time I made a house where the view hasn't been obstructed. And welcome, Aurora. Voila. She's pretty beautiful, isn't she? Let me take an L photo. Cheese. But yes, lads, that is it for, I suppose, Aurora's
Please? I can
entrance
do
into the
that.
valley. We do have all her friendship quests to tackle, though. That'll be fun. And Maleficence. And any other secrets we may discover along the way. But as always, thanks very much, lads, for checking out the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're enjoying the brand new patch as much as I am. Drop us a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. All that fun, free and fruitful stuff really means a lot. And as always, till next we meet, look after yourselves, be good, and take care.